All right, for setting up the pin machine for the job, first thing I do is I go ahead and loosen up all my cutters. The face cutter I'll throw out here, and we will set the cutter height on the connection itself. So I'll just snug those back into position. The outside bevel, we'll loosen that up and throw that out to its furthest position as well. We'll just snug those up. And here on this side, this is our torque stop cutter. It is pretty much stationary in a fixed position, so you won't need to worry about that one. The inside bevel on your pin nose, we'll loosen that one up as well. We'll just throw that out to its furthest position. Make sure these are tightened in place. All right, once that's complete, we can then install the tool onto the pin connection. All right, locking pin's already installed. Snug it up onto the connection. All right, the first one that I set is my cutter height on my face, seal face cutter. There we go. Just back these set screws off. And what we'll do is we'll run it up fairly close to the seal face. And then you just want to lift it up off of the body of the connection. And snug that into position. All right, once you have your cutter height set just barely above the cylinder diameter, you can go ahead and snug these back down in position. Then we'll run our set screws down till they touch off on these studs here, mounting studs. Once they're touched off, we'll run the backing nut down. Okay, that is touched off. And then just snug them back down with this 11/32. All right, so the cutter height is set. The next thing we're going to do is set the outside bevel chamfer and the inside bevel chamfer. So the same thing. Go ahead and loosen this up. Keep it out here to the outside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run this seal face cutter up to where it touches, because there's already a nice bevel present on here. So we're going to mimic the same bevel cut. Okay, there. It's touching. Move that down into position. Lock the bevel into position there. Same thing, 11-30 seconds. Leave the, whoops. Now your outside bevel is set, and we'll repeat. When you remove the cutter and put it back on, you can put it back in the same position to maintain the same bevel diameter. Okay, the next one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna back the tool off a little bit and rotate it to the inside chamfer, which is right here. And then we're gonna go ahead, run the cutter, the face cutter back up till it touches off on the sill face. Once that's occurred, we'll go ahead and loosen this inside chamfer up. Then we'll let that drop down in position on the pin nose bevel diameter. Tighten that back into position.
No.
Okay, let's see. In position. All right. So now everything's set. Go ahead and back your tool back off. And we'll proceed with recutting.